DC home prices haven't skyrocketed lately, but don't be fooled. Behind the scenes, there's a wave of development, pent-up demand, and transformation that could make 2026 a turning point. With many anticipating an interest rate drop and $4.7 billion flowing into the city's biggest mega project ever, are Washington, D.C. house prices about to explode? And what might the market look like in 2030? In this video, I'll break down the current state of the D.C. market, why billion-dollar projects like the RFK redevelopment and the Yards could trigger the next surge, how Amazon's HQ2 and the job market provide stability, and what role interest rates will play in shaping demand. I'll also cover the risk that could slow things down and what all this means if you're planning to buy or sell in the next 12 to 18 months. If we haven't met yet, I'm Brad. I'm a local real estate agent who makes content all about moving to and living in Washington, D.C. based on my 26 years here. So if you're looking to buy or sell a home, let's connect. Inventory has crept back up to normal levels post-COVID, but it's still fairly tight. Homes are taking about 56 days to sell, which is a little longer than last year, but competition is still there. Compared to Maryland or Virginia, where median prices are in the mid 400s, DC is more expensive, but here's the catch. The salaries are higher and the buyer pool in DC isn't going anywhere. Between Amazon, HQ2, and a growing tech and healthcare scene, demand is pretty steady. So the market feels calm right now, but it's really just waiting for that next spark. And when DC ignites, it usually doesn't creep up slowly. Take the RFK Stadium redevelopment, a $4.7 billion transformation of 176 acres of neglected riverfront into the most ambitious urban development project in the city's history. It will bring 6,000 new homes, a new world-class stadium, restaurants, retail shops, more grocery options, and a riverfront park. The project is 6 distinct districts and is a potential game changer for the eastern side of the city. Stay tuned to the end for a link to my next video, which goes into the details of this mega project and how transformative it will be for the city. Adjacent to the RFK Stadium redevelopment project is phase 2 of Unlocking Hill East project with another 2,300 homes, more retail shops, and it's going to replace the abandoned DC General Hospital campus that's there now. Over in Navy Yard, the Yards project is adding new homes, 2 million square feet of office, and 7 acres of green space. The Wharf's second phase has been recently completed, and it's turned the Southwest waterfront into one of the city's most vibrant entertainment districts. Union Market has exploded in popularity. What was once aging warehouses is quickly being converted into sleek condos, restaurants, and a walkable lifestyle. It's attracting many young professionals. These projects don't just add housing, they're creating self-contained neighborhoods. So residents will be able to live, work, and play in the same area, which is going to reduce the need for long commutes, and it also helps foster a stronger sense of community. They are literally redefining existing neighborhoods that were long neglected. And in DC, when an area gets rebranded like this, property values tend to follow very quickly. For buyers, it's less about what's happening today and more about where these neighborhoods will be in a few years from now. And history shows early movers usually come out ahead. But it's not just about shiny new buildings. The job market is the backbone that keeps DC housing demand steady. One of the reasons DC's housing doesn't crash the way it does in other places comes down to jobs. The region isn't just reliant on one industry. It's anchored by a deep mix of high-paying, white-collar sectors, from Amazon's HQ2 right across the river in Arlington to the growing tech, legal, medical, and defense contracting firms. DC is a buyer pool that's been steady and well paid. The median household income here is around $93,000, and that's compared to $70,000 nationally. And in these specific fields, that income climbs to over $111,000. That extra buying power helps keep home prices supported. So While other cities might ride the roller coaster, boom and bust, DC tends to bend but not break. Historically, DC has been a recession-resistant market. Now, of course, even with strong fundamentals, timing is going to matter, right? And interest rates could be the trigger that sets off the next price surge. Now let's talk about timing. Right now, mortgage rates are in the low 6% range, and that's keeping a lot of buyers on the sidelines. But the moment we see rates drop into the fives, expect things to move fast. There's a backlog of buyers who have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for years, and once they jump in, bidding wars can follow. And if you know DC, you know it doesn't take much to flip that switch on. That's why so many people here say the best time to buy is when others are hesitating, not when demand floods back in. But before we assume prices will skyrocket, let's talk about what could slow things down. Affordability is a real issue. Home prices are a steep entry point for first-time home buyers. If rates stay high, demand will stay capped. Also, with the big projects like RFK, they could face delays, which could slow momentum. And then you've got the wild card of national politics. A recession, gridlock, or tax policy changes could shake up confidence. Now, even with all the growth, DC isn't immune to those outside pressures. Local issues like zoning, infrastructure, or rising property taxes could also weigh on buyers. So while the growth story is strong, the risks are real, and it's smart to keep these in mind when making decisions. One question I've been getting with all of this new housing is, will it flood the market and drive prices down? Now, of course, anything's possible. However, we're in a current deficit for housing. It's one of the city's main goals, and these projects will be delivered over many years, not at one time. Final completion for the RFK project, the last phases are in 2040. So what does all this mean if you're thinking about buying in DC right now? By 2026, neighborhoods like Hill East, Navy Yard, and Union Market could see the fastest appreciation as those projects take shape. By 2030, though, DC may look completely different. More luxury condos, lifestyle districts, and upward pressure on prices. Entry-level buyers may find themselves pushed further into the Maryland and Virginia suburbs. The bottom line is this: prices aren't exploding yet, but when DC moves, it moves fast. For example, in late 2018, Amazon announced it would build its second headquarters in Arlington, just across the river. By spring, some 6 months later, prices had risen 11%. So getting in early could save you from paying more than just a year or two down the road. For buyers who want a balanced lifestyle with long-term equity growth, this window could be one of the best opportunities DC has seen in years. And for sellers, I have clients who want to get out before all the construction starts in certain neighborhoods and not have to deal with it, but still want to enjoy an increase in value. So the next 12 months will be a key for sellers. If you're thinking about buying or selling in DC, don't wait till 2026 to start the conversation. Reach out to me today. My contact information is on the screen, and we'll talk about the neighborhoods and opportunities that fit your goals before the competition heats up. And if you're still weighing your options, this next video will give you the details on why the RFK development is so big for DC. It's titled Washington's Biggest Mega Project Ever. I'll see you there.